Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. My name is Shantae, but you could call me Taya. Uh, 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 I don't know why I did that, but yeah. Today we're talking about the unspoken realities of being a content creator, what they really don't tell you. And I'm doing this because around this time, a lot of people decide that they want to become a content creator, which is great. And I am by no means not telling anyone to become a content creator. You can do it. If you believe you can do it, you can do it. The sky is the limit for you, baby. But there are some things, the stipulations that you need to mentally prepare yourself for when becoming a content creator. And the first thing is this idea that content creating will free you from your 9 to 5. Well, while that's true, content creating doesn't necessarily free you from your 9 to 5, but instead it kind of is like switching out a smaller cage for a bigger cage. And I say this because when you start content creating, it becomes your job 24/7 and not just for a few hours out of the day. And I say that because most content creators, or most people, are aspiring to be lifestyle content creators, and that's cool. That's cool. That's great, actually. But if you're doing lifestyle content creating, you want to base your content off of your lifestyle and not make your lifestyle your content, you know? Every day kind of becomes content creating. Like anything can be content created, so your everyday becomes content creating. And that can be a little bit difficult to navigate. Not a little bit, a lot of it difficult to navigate. Next thing I want to talk about is authenticity. Being authentic is crucial, but there's a such thing as too much, you know? Like, you can be authentic and be yourself, but there also needs to be a line between authentic is, girl, nobody in a right mind could get that out of me. And you know what I'm talking about. You probably watched a TikTok or a YouTube video and you're like, the CIA could not snatch that type of information out of me if they dared to try. Like, I have to take that to the grave. And you need to kind of find that boundary for yourself, because everybody has different levels of boundaries when it comes up to how much information they're willing to share online. Some of us, like myself, are struggling with finding it. I think for me, especially early into content creating, I was struggling to find how far into my business I wanted to let people get. Because once you put your business online, it is there for everybody to give an opinion on. And they're gonna give their opinion whether you like it or not. So it was important for me to figure out, how far do I really want people in my business? And am I okay with what I'm putting on? Like, am I going to be embarrassed if somebody brings this up? But embarrassment is just something as a content creator that you need to let go of as a whole. Being yourself is definitely going to be a non-negotiable when it comes up to content creating, because people want somebody they can relate to, but they can't relate to you if you're being fake. And something about social media is people are always able to catch you being fake. I think it's because a lot of people pay attention to small details, and you being fake or you not being your authentic self is definitely gonna show. And it doesn't really give your audience anything to connect to, and you need to give your audience something to connect to. You're gonna find your people. No matter what you post, you will find who's meant for you. So be yourself, be authentic, you know. But with that, it's crucial to set boundaries with what you want to post online. For me personally, I wrote down, and I don't mind sharing that list with y'all. Maybe in the comment section, if y'all want the list, I'll show you the list of my non-negotiables for what I can and cannot post on social media. Like, what about my life am I keeping secret? Because it is also essential to protect your privacy, but you also want something for the people to relate to. So you protect your privacy and still be vulnerable in other areas of your life. Another thing I want to talk about is, I know when you start content creating, you see those people that are like, oh, in order to get a brand deal, you need to post You need to email the brands and text the brands or whatever. Don't do that. It's actually a waste of time. I tried it. Um, it doesn't work. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work, but like brands will find you. Don't waste your time doing that, because brands will find you if they like your content. So you just need to keep continuously putting out quality content and being consistent and finding your brand and working with either you becoming the brand or whatever you want your brand to be about. It could be about makeup, it could be about gaming, it could be about anything. Focus on making your brand before you want to find the brand deals. Oftentimes when people get into content creating, the first thing we do, and I myself am a victim of this, not even a victim, but like I myself have done this too. I want the brand deals. I want to work with companies. I want to do this. I want to do that. But how can I do that when I can't consistently make good quality videos? How can I do that when I myself don't know my target audience yet, or who I specifically want to be my target audience? How can I do that when I haven't built a community and a relationship with the people that I want to follow me? You need to give brands substance. I'm not saying this like this is for everybody, but for people that want to last a long time, and this is not just something you want to try, see if you could do. Like, you need to give brands substance. Hey, you want to work with me because this is what I bring to the table, because look at how me and my community interact with each other. Like, these are my subscribers or my followers or whatever, and this is how me and them interact with each other. This is me and them. But in order to do that, you need to build your brand, and it takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and I think a lot of times you start social media and you think, oh, I'm just going to explode. No, probably not. Like, you need to build a brand. You need to build yourself. You need to build your presence online. Not even build yourself. You need to build your presence online and make sure that your community and your foundation is great before you start looking for brand deals, in a sense. Is the financial roller coaster. Online is a lucrative business. That is true. But content creating is one of the harder ones to get into. I'm kind of thinking like content creating is trying to be famous also. But content creating is also one of the hardest things to do, because income as a content creator can be unpredictable. Understanding how to manage finances during this period of, like, you could probably have a period where you're making a lot of money because your views are getting good, and then you'll have a period where you're not making a lot of money because your views are bad, or when you're just starting out and you're not making a lot of money at all, and having a financial safety net, which is your 9 to 5 or your 5 to 9 or whatever you work, is still always a smart strategy. If you're doing lifestyle content, balancing your life and content is going to be really important, because there are times in my life where I'm like, I want to vlog this. Like, I want to vlog this, or I should have vlogged this. But there are also times in my life where I'm like, man, cut the camera. Like, this is getting real serious. This is something that I don't want to put online, and I just can't put online, you know? And when it comes up to being a content creator, you're probably trying to make your content your day-to-day life. And it's easy to struggle with living in the moment, and you need to make sure that even though you're content creating, you're living in the moment, and you're not just living behind the camera screen and trying to see how it looks to your audience. But again, that kind of goes into authenticity. Like, I can tell if you're just recording to record versus, damn, she's living in the moment, you know? And knowing when to put the camera down and just simply enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. It's going to be something that will help you a lot in content creating, but it's also something that's really, really difficult. Now, you're going to get to a point where you're making money, and that's great, but you need to understand that content creating is a business. You yourself are a brand. You are a business. And with that being said, it is important and imperative that you know how to communicate with businesses. That right now, while you probably don't have a lot of subscribers and a lot of viewers, you might want to take some days and just look at how to communicate with brands and how to work with brands and how to negotiate with brands because brands are always going to try you, especially if you're probably black if you're watching this also. Brands are going to try you and they're going to try to pay you less than they would pay a white person. Creativity is key because what catches your attention most of the time when you're watching these videos or when you're content creating is the people that are creative, the people that are using cool trends. I mean, not cool trends, but like cool, what are those things called? Transitions, cool editing techniques. Like, those are the people that capture your attention. So be that person, you know? And in order to be that person, you have to be creative. You don't just want to copy somebody else's style. You want to create your own style. You want to be yourself. Be who you are, but your pride. And let that show through your camera. You cannot be camera shy either. We don't want to watch nobody that's camera shy, girl. What you got for me? You know? You can't be camera shy. Just be who you are. That's just what it is. I'm sorry. That might have been a little aggressive. Managing burnout is definitely a thing. Because, again, your 9 to 5, while you still got it, now you got a 9 to 5, then a 9 to 5 a.m. Like, you got to edit. Editing takes a lot of time, y'all. That ain't easy. I don't want nobody to sit here and try to fool you and tell you editing is easy. Editing is hard. It's hard. There's a lot of editing apps. There's an editing curve that you kind of go through where you're learning new stuff, not learning new stuff. And they have a lot of editing apps. So you just got to figure out which one works for you. And with that, mental health is great for you to build a support system. But building a support system can also push your content because you can be like, hey, like my content. You shouldn't really have to tell people to like your content if they fuck with you. Like, if they your friends and family, but you can be like, hey, like my content, share my content, like, leave a comment. Because if you get 15 people to do that, the algorithm will further push your videos to other people. So, yeah. Navigating the disappointment and unmet experiences, especially when content creating, because when you're content creating, you're kind of like, it's kind of like playing the lottery. You keep playing, you keep playing, you keep playing, and you hope that one day a video pop up. But you can kind of edit a video and you're like, oh yeah, I'm editing this video real good. Like, I'm doing my damn hardest on this video. Okay, I'm going off on this video. This is about to be my favorite video. They about to go hard on this video. You post a video and it flops. And you need to be able to just take that and just keep moving. Like, feel disappointed for a second, but keep moving. Because it happens. And it's probably going to happen a lot when you're first starting out. You're going to be like, yeah, I love this video. Like, this is my favorite video. I hope other people won't love this video. They don't like that video. But it's so funny because they would turn around and like the video that you made just because you needed something to post to keep consistently posting. You were like, man, I'm going to just post this video. And then they end up loving it. So you need to consistently post. Not consistently post, but just be okay with, you know, your views not being as much as it is. Because for me, that always used to take control of my mental health. Like, damn, I've been posting consistently, and here I am not getting the kind of views I want. What's going on? I'm funny. I'm pretty. My body T. So why am I getting no views? Exactly. That's what I be trying to figure out. Another important thing is detaching your self-worth from the metrics. And this plays a big part because for me, it was kind of easy to connect like my self-worth. Like, damn, maybe I'm not good enough to the metrics because my metrics were bad. But then, like, looking back at it now, I'm like, okay, you know what? I love my little 300 subscribers. Like, me and y'all rocking hard with each other. You know, me and my 76 views, we rocking hard with each other. Like, I'm doing this for y'all. Forget everybody else. I'm doing this for y'all. Because we locked in, twin. We locked in, twin. So it's like talking to your friends. But it is easy to attach your self-worth, your views, your likes, your comments with yourself, because it's gonna be like, damn, why am I not enough? You know, why is the content and the hard work that I'm putting in not enough? Especially when you see other content creators and you watch their stuff and you're like, this is boring. Like, I do more than, like, my editing skills, I studied them harder than you. Why am I not enough? Now, with that being said, don't be comparing yourself to other people. But I'm saying, sometimes we slip up and that's just what we think. Is it or is it not? Like, it is just what we think. And you need to be able to be like, okay, look, I'm enough. My self-worth is not attached to this. People just don't know how cool I am yet. And keep it pushing. Being consistent. But being consistent is hard because they always tell you, like, quality over consistent. But it being a content creator, like, what you want to post about your lifestyle. You don't want to come over here. I'm not saying you don't want to come over here looking like a crackhead, because sometimes I genuinely don't care. If you watch some of my YouTube videos, you'll be like, this girl, her lace lifting. Why are you posting that? But I don't care. Who gonna tell me about me? Nobody. I don't give a damn. So yes, my lace was lifting hoe, but I need to get this quality, and the quality of the video is actually good. Overall, I just looked a little rough. But it's a little, sometimes it's a little hard to both meet quality and content, because sometimes I can't afford to get my hair done. Sometimes I can't afford to do my hair. Sometimes I can't afford to get my nails done. Like, these are just things that happen in our life, especially with this economy. You know, sometimes I'm not in the best aesthetic looking place, but I'm still trying, and I'm still trying to be consistent. You know, y'all, this is literally probably some of the stuff that I can think of. If I can think of some more stuff, I will definitely write it down and do a part 2 to this video, because I feel like there's so much that people don't talk about with content creating or watching. And if you have any experiences that you want to share or any advice that you want to share, you just leave it at the bottom below. If you have any questions, leave it at the bottom below. I'll get back to y'all. Lickety split. Bye, baby.